For 5 days, travel photographer Angelo Mendoza and I went off the beaten path in the Cordilleras in search of unseen views and the most amazing light. Come along and see what we found.
Sige po. Sige.
We are now in Cervantes, ILOCOS SUR. There's this big mountain range where Bessang Pass is, and that's where we'll be exploring today. For now, we're super happy to be staying here at Villa Maria because it's a nice big room. It's not a dungeon, lots of space, nice bathroom, and the perfect time now for breakfast and a battery charging party. It just so happens to be Barangay Day, so there's so many people, but it's nice, it's really festive. The highway goes pretty much due west. It goes through these mountains, through the Bessang Pass, and at the end of it is basically the coast of ILOCOS SUR. That is where we came from. That's the town down there. This is a sunrise spot with potential. Just facing southeast.
So many layers.
But you know, this is another viewpoint. It gives you a better panorama.
Yeah, right at the bend. Oh my god, it's there! Hello, Mogao. This mountain, Mogao, it's sort of been like our trip has inadvertently revolved around it. We almost feel like blessed by the gods, you know, and this mountain is just giving us permission and blessing us with all these conditions and views, and like even all the way up here after driving all the way from there, it's still this presence here. It's 5:30 p.m. We've just finished driving up and down Bessang Pass for 2.5, almost 3 hours, and we finally settled on this spot relatively close to the top of the pass before it crosses over to the other side of the mountain range. And we didn't find a perfect spot that fulfilled everything we wanted to give an unobstructed view of the valley and the Cordilleras over there, while also being able to see Mogao, which is kind of the centerpiece mountain of our trip. But, you know, it's good enough. There's not much going on in terms of the foreground. There's too much obstruction here in front in terms of the trees and the plants. So our subject is really going to be the changing light and the moving weather. With this kind of weather, which is mixed, it has a chance either of just being okay or being absolutely magical, the same way it was yesterday. So I'm running 1 hour time lapse, and by the end of it, we'll see which one it will be. Sadly, no luck with the sunset today, so we're heading back to town for some dinner.
Amoy burger machine yung last.
Dinner of champions at the local perya. Good morning, it is day 4, 5:30 a.m. Waiting for the sunrise here just off the highway. We'll see what happens when the sun breaks out behind the Cordilleras at about 6:20. Once again, the clouds foil our attempt to get great light, so we're gonna head back up to Maggon Eco Park and have some breakfast.
Trying some premium meat we got from the market.
The
We
supermarket.
even infused it with some jalapeno.
We're now visiting the Bessang Pass monument and also scouting for a place to shoot the sunset. We've checked photo pills and actually the sun is setting right over there. Coffee break here at Bessang Pass and we are ready to proceed to one more viewpoint before going back home for a big nap. So see, you've got here my 10-stop Firecrest ND filter because I want to be able to have just a little bit of drag on the clouds to have more of a surreal effect to really capture the mood of the scene. Laki ng ngiti ng dog. 4 p.m. This is what it looks like. This is intense. We're back here at Bessang Pass Natural Landmark, 8 hours after our location scout this morning, and clearly conditions have changed somewhat. It's about 1.5 hours before sunset now, and Angelo and I are just gonna play the waiting game to see if conditions change. We waited there for about half an hour and conditions didn't change at all. So we're gonna head back to the first viewpoint and see if it's any better. Whenever there's storms, there's always a chance for something just incredible to happen, like what happened the other day. So once again, it's just after 5 p.m, about an hour, less than an hour before sunset. And again, we're just gonna wait it out. We have nothing better to do. I would describe myself as not optimistic. Just wait a few more minutes and then call it. The rain just got so much stronger. Update. It's 5:45 and we have a drive down this mountain in these conditions. I feel like we're always on the line between like optimism and just being stubborn or dumb.
The rain has gotten extreme. You can't be seen anymore.
Yeah, I'm a little bit on edge because the rocks are starting to fall from the erosion. So we're just trying to get down as quickly but safely as possible. And praying we don't get unlucky with the rocks falling off the mountain. That was a pretty sketchy drive down. I don't know if we did the right thing there. Fortunately, nothing happened. We're back safe and sound. You know, I don't have the experience to be able to say whether or not you know how dangerous what we did was. All I know is that, you know, there were just like torrents going across the road and lots of rock slides, and for me that was scary. Anyway, I'm glad nothing happened. The weather has just stayed bad. It's supposed to be the middle of summer, but this is just like a major thunderstorm. But yeah, you know, just trying to use every experience to learn, get data, learn to really read the weather and the conditions better. So no sunset for today. It's time for dinner, and tomorrow we begin the long drive back to Manila. Good morning, it is day 5, the last day of our road trip. Up there, we've got some amazing mammatus cloud formations, and the sun is just about to rise up from behind the mountains. We've also got this beautiful mist down in the valley. So I've got this time lapse running for about an hour, 20 minutes. And then we will head down through the Bessang Pass, down to Ilocos, through La Union, and down to Manila.
It's our studio. Landscape.
Another day at the office, as they say.
So sunrise wasn't as spectacular as we'd hoped, but it still presented enough opportunities to get some interesting photos and time-lapse, especially with the cloud inversion, the clouds lying in the valley and moving really quickly. So not 10 minutes after we left, I suddenly see like sunlight hitting my speedometer. And of course, right when we leave is when the sky finally opens up and we get some epic God rays and the valley finally starts to show up. So we like turned around and we're rushing back to our viewpoint so we can finally get the shots we actually wanted this morning. Whew! My God.
Let's go!
Nature, man!
Oh my God, there's light on the oh my God.
Ah! Just driving as quickly and safely as I can.
Woo! Oh my God.
This moment is so pure
This is it.
and so real.
It is real. Oh my gosh. Ah! Here we are.
Oh my
Here we
God.
are. Let's go. Come
Time
on,
to scramble out.
Come on, there's God rays.
If there's a consistent lesson we're learning on this trip, is just this never second guess nature.
It suddenly hit us. The light just, you know, got us back here again. It's like the Cordilleras don't want us to go, basically. So, yeah. Here we are, Mount Mogaw again, center frame.
By now I know better than to say that it's over, so I'll say that the journey continues. Highway. This marks the official end of our journey. We are officially going home. after I don't even know how to describe it. All the most amazing things I've ever done, including, you know, going to South America, going to Iceland, all these things. It's right up there. And in some ways, it was better. Ang dramatic talaga ng moment na tumama yung araw dun sa speedometer.
Actually, ang daming dramatic moments this morning. It's only 11 o'clock.
I know! I'm not even supposed to be awake yet.
Grabe.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yep, it's pretty bad.
Mountains are crazy!
How do you prevent yourself from destroying your gear?
Garbage bags. You put the gear in the garbage bag, then you throw it in the trash. Uy, Petron.
Petron!
It just makes me so... makes me feel encouraged. It makes me excited to really widen our world beyond just the things we see again and again on social media. And it's not about showing off like who's the best photographer. It's just about, man, this is life, man. This is life. The end.
Ganda.